6 at Temple on the same staff as Matt Rule?
Oh, that was my first full-time job, and that was a big task taking that over at Temple. But was able to be a part of a really good staff there. Some of the guys that were there learned a lot from George DeLeon, and Al Golden was really a great first-time head coach. For me as an assistant, I learned a lot about recruiting, a lot about football, and then have some really good memories of the guys on that staff. And Matt really did a great job, and coaching the D line and recruiting, and some of those really good players that were there were because he recruited them, and had a big part in the success that went on at Temple.
Stefan Kreisky, Cleveland.com.
You're talking yesterday about just kind of the confidence in Zen and stepping in. Have you seen kind of, a sense of excitement from him as well about the opportunity that, he has here, even if it's under, unfortunate circumstances?
Well, I think, anytime you have an opportunity to play, it is exciting. Yeah. So, you're seeing him work hard, and the guys up front are believing in him based on what they're seeing every day, and communication's been good on that side. I know he's excited about playing on Saturday.
Pat Murphy.
Ryan, I know you talked on the radio show about the 12-man penalty, and I don't want to ask you specifically about that. The idea of sort of exploiting loopholes, we saw it pretty frustrated after the slowly getting guys on the field. I think it was Marshall. Just the idea of doing that in games, what is your kind of philosophy?
That's a competitive game, and, there's everybody's going to do everything they can to win the game. That's the way I look at it, I guess.
Tim May.
Yeah, just talking with the Mecca just a second ago, Ryan. The reality that hit after Saturday is that this is a new 12-team format, playoff, etc. Almost everybody who matters has a loss now. Almost. It's just a time to just kind of remind everybody nothing's gone. I mean, everything's in front of you. I mean, just explain how you kind of dealt with that new reality.
Yeah, I think that really started last Wednesday. We went out here and practiced on Tuesday, and nobody was talking about what was coming next. It was all about what had happened, and because we had a bye week, we were able to spend a few more days chewing on it and identifying some of the things that we got to get addressed and fixed. But then once we got out here on Wednesday, it was time to move on and time to do exactly that. And this is about us. It's not about all the other people across the country, and we feel like we're in control of our future, and that's it. And so wherever everybody else is at the end of the season, that's up to them. But for us, we are in control of what happens moving forward, and so that part of it gives guys a purpose, obviously, when they get out there and can redirect their energy forward and not backward. What happened against Oregon.
Spencer Holbrook.
With Malik potentially having to step in as safety, you've got Caden McDonald on the defensive line. Arvell seems like he's starting to come along. Do you need some of these second-year guys to start to push for more than what they've been doing, and how important are those guys going to be for you guys?
Yeah, I think, and we've talked about this all year, it's important for a lot of these guys to come in and play well, and you're starting to see Lorenzo Styles get more and more reps, and he's been doing a great job. Jermaine Matthews, like you said, Malik and Jalen McClain, all these guys are going to find themselves on the field. And Arvell Reese is another guy who, has been playing in base personnel and done a nice job for us, does some different things. So, like you said, Caden McDonald, exactly right. I mean, all these guys are going to be important, in the second half of the season. It'll be important on Saturday.
Bill Rabinowitz.
Do you have any kind of update on Lathan? And if he's not going to play this week, do you get a sense of how long he might be out?
Yeah, there's nothing long-term there anyways. He'll be day-to-day right now. He's improving very well. We'll see how tomorrow goes.
Austin Ward.
Right. Will was talking about, he was asked more about the deep throws yesterday, and he was saying 2, maybe 3 safety looks that you guys were getting. Are teams defending you this offense differently than what you've seen the last couple of years, you think?
No, I think one thing that's unique about college football is everybody has their own style of defense, and so what we're facing this week is very different than what we faced last week and the week before and the week before, and that's just college football. But I do think, with Will's ability to run, we're running the ball much better, that you're starting to see some different things. Like, for instance, in the week before against Oregon, we saw some base personnel to 11, so we're starting to see that maybe, less than we had, in the past. So other than that, it's been similar, but I think maybe a little bit more, bodies in the box, I would say.
Final question, Bill Landis.
Ryan, did you guys think of Austin or Tegra or even Luke Montgomery at all for left tackle, or did you pretty quickly zero in on Zed's going to be our guy.
Felt like Zen did well in the preseason, and because Josh had been making so much progress, his name didn't come up a bunch. But talking to Justin and Trev and Chip, they really liked where his progress was coming. And we go ones versus twos, twos versus ones at the end of practice. We felt like he was doing a good job and making progress. So, when things like that happen, we do have contingency plans in place. But we all felt confident with Zen going in the game, and we do, on Saturday too, and feel like the way he played on Saturday should give him confidence going into this game. And thought he's had a good week of practice.
Great.